the Home Office department processing Rwanda's deportation have been told to cut jobs? We're going to read into this exclusive from The Guardian, you guys. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Reganelite here with an exclusive from The Guardian with the headline of the Home Office Department processing Rwanda's deportations have been told to cut jobs. The exclusive reveals that the Illegal Migration Operation Command freezes recruitment and draws up redundancy plans, a leaked document has shown. Guys, while you're here, make sure you hit the like button and share it across social media so others are notified of this video. This is baffling. Why would you cut jobs? Why would you draw up redundancy plans on those who are working on this operation of the Rwanda scheme? Why would you do that? This goes against everything of your act of wanting to reduce migration, to cut down the backlogs, to ensure that more people are processed and sent to Rwanda. So why would you be doing this if these leaked documents that of The Guardian have obtained are true? More questions are being raised than answers here. Now, one thing we do know is that this is now. I'm as of right now, I am speculating. But since there was the High Court, the court in Belfast had a rejection with regards to the Rwanda scheme, the Rwanda scheme has kind of thrown a spanner into the works of all this as well. And we know there's going to be more legal challenges with the Rwanda deportation plan as it is. What I don't think, when the Rwanda scheme when Sunak was really pushing this and the first person went, I think one thing that people didn't take into account was that people would flee to Ireland via Northern Ireland, and they would cross over that way. Now you have to remember that there's a common travel area between Northern Ireland and Ireland there for British and Irish citizens that are along that border. But what it's doing is that people are literally fleeing from England to go there because they don't want to be caught and sent to Rwanda. Now, Ireland, of course, as we know, are not happy about this because obviously they already have a migration issue. They have a housing crisis. They've been having a housing crisis for quite a while, and they want to send those people who've gone crossed from Northern Ireland to Ireland back to the UK. And the UK government are kind of being a bit of a douchebags about this and saying, no, we're not going to take them back. There's been one report I read where they said, we'll take them back if France take back migrants that we pick up in the Channel, which France doesn't really need to. But by the way, if we were still part of the European Union, believe it or not, we'd be able to do that. But we're not part of the European Union, so we can't do that. So, which means that we're stuck with more migrants there. Taking back control is doing really well for us right now, isn't it? So is this a case that potentially maybe that they're cutting jobs and potentially redundancies because maybe Sunak is perhaps they're inclined to feel that maybe this is not going to work out for them, and let's just that doesn't really make sense to me. So I still feel like like why would you cut back on something that your head is so deep into that literally your whole migration policy is all around this. As of right now, I can't see Sunak dropping the Rwanda scheme, but this exclusive does raise a lot more questions than answers, that is for sure. So let's read what it says here. So the head of the Home Office section that detains and processes asylum seekers for deportation to Rwanda has halted recruitment and is drawing up plans for staff cuts after demands from Jeremy Hunt, leaked documents showed. So this is the work of the Chancellor, apparently. Stuart, sorry, I mispronounced his name, Skeets, the Director General for Strategic Operation at the Illegal Migration Operations Command, that's the IMOC, wrote to colleagues on Tuesday to say his department had been told to cut the number of staff to pre-pandemic levels in line with the Chancellor's plans. But why? Why are you cutting the staff when there's still quite a significant backlog? In an email, Skeets said he had not anticipated that the department central to Rishi Sunak's immigration policy would be asked to make the cuts demanding of others in Whitehall. The IMOC job vacancies have already been taken down from its website. The Home Office is also urgently reviewing job offers to people who have not yet started their roles, the leaked documents showed. So they've hired some people already in new roles. So what's going to happen to them then? Home Office insiders are shocked at the decision, which comes just weeks before the first flight is expected to take off for Kigali. The IMOC, formed to implement the Illegal Migration Act by processing and screening asylum seekers, is crucial to implementing the government's Rwanda program, a cornerstone of Sunak's Stop the Bloat strategy. Skiers, who has worked on small boats and migration since January 2022, wrote in the email that he was incredibly proud of preparation for the first flights to Rwanda commencing of the Illegal Migration Act duty to remove provisions. The Chancellor has asked all departments to look at where it might have been possible to reduce the overall headcount of civil servants. This will mean that we will have the designated headcount budget, the number of people we can have in a post, and that we need to reduce our headcount to reach that cap. Why is the Chancellor doing this? What is this? If this is true, why is their Chancellor doing this? I still don't understand what's the angle here. There's something, we're missing something, that's for sure here. He wrote that decisions will impact on people in all grades of the IMOC, and we need to support one another. As well as covering overall headcount, Skeets announced a recruitment freeze. Well, yeah, if you're getting cuts, you're going to be cutting recruitment. I'm taking a difficult decision today to temporarily pause new recruitment plans in the IMOC until we have finalised our plans to delivering against our headcount cap, he wrote. I will also have to go a little further, specifically not progressing ongoing recruitment campaigns to offer stages and urgently review the job offers that have already been made where the individuals have not started in the new roles. In October, Hunt announced a civil service numbers cap with expansion frozen out and a plan in place to return it to its pre-pandemic size. At the time, he said departments would be asked to produce plans on driving down headcount over the long term. The 2023 Illegal Migration Act is a key part of the government's plan to stop asylum seekers crossing the channel on small boats. It created laws that means that the Home Secretary must detain and remove anyone who arrives by that route. A Home Office spokesperson said, as with all government departments, we remain committed to accessing the best talents and skills into the civil servants while adhering to headcount caps, maximising efficiency and delivering for the public whilst retaining maximum value for the taxpayer. But why now? Why now when you're coming close to the Rwanda policy? Why are they doing this now? This is the thing that I don't understand. This is very confusing to me. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who's confused here. Like, you want to... How stupid are these people in government? Like, you want to deal with the immigration, right? You want to deal with the backlogs. You want to ensure that you are sending people to Rwanda. You need headcounts for that. And all of a sudden, the Chancellor is stepping in saying, no, you're going to reduce them. You got to cut the numbers down and whatnot. And I'm like, and to me, it just doesn't add up to me. Like, the least, I mean... Like, obviously, they know they're they know that they're done for anyway in terms of a government, yeah, with the upcoming general election anyway. But I just can't. I'm trying so hard to understand this decision by the Chancellor. But then I'm also have to remember that this is the same. These are the same people that done austerity and cut everything down to the bare bone, and it just means it's going to be a case now for civil servants. It's going to be more work, less out, more work and less pay. Pretty much, they're going to have more work left on their shoulders than they can manage, and they're going to be overwhelmed. Civil servants. That's the reality. The reality is they're going to be overwhelmed. They're going to be working their absolute socks off even more than they already have there, because they've been trying. The civil servants that have been there, that haven't had their jobs lost, and that they've been trying to do their parts in these departments that have already been slashed to the bones. And now they're going to be doing it even more, despite the fact they've been taking up new recruits for this Rwanda deportation scheme. I don't get it. Maybe someone can make sense of it. Can you make sense of this story? Can you make sense of the Chancellor and this civil headcount? He obviously said about it before, but why now? Why do this to the Rwanda to those who are part of the Rwanda scheme, which is Rishi Sunak's flagship policy? Answers on a postcard, or shall I say answers in the comment section down below if you can explain this decision. If you found this video informative, please hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it. Share it across social media so others are notified of this video, and subscribe because it really does help support the channel. And if you want to go one step further, financially support me and the work that I do here, you can do so by becoming a YouTube member for as little as 99p, or join me on Rumble or Patreon for exclusive content as well. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope to catch you all very, very soon.